Greetings, strangers. I'm Britt,
And I'm D.
and welcome to. Wait, that's too much tea.
I
I
heard
forgot.
it.
I know. I have that other mic again today, guys. Okay. And welcome to another episode. I'm trying to drop my consonants. Okay. Welcome to another episode.
See, I heard it. I heard it. And see, I really didn't hear it last time.
I did because I edited it. You want to say it? Welcome to another episode of
You got this.
It's a Strange World After All.
It's
You can't even do it.
it's a strange world after all.
That was close.
There you go.
The podcast where we discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world strange. This is the second episode in Pride Month of Pride Month. So we will continue to share stories of those individuals from the LGBTQ plus communities. It's also Black Music Appreciation.
You can't even get it out.
Nope. I appreciate Black Music Appreciation Month.
Is it?
Yes, it is. So I thought that we should dedicate a strange trade-off for talent, the Robert Johnson episode from last season, to Black Music Appreciation Month. So go back and listen to it again if you have it already.
Yes, please.
You too, D.
Excuse me?
You too. Go back and listen to it.
Oh, I was like,
You
I
is
was like,
here.
what? In today's episode, we discuss the Gwen Araujo case. Gwen Amber Rose Araujo was a transgender teenage girl brutally attacked by 4 men.
Yeah, I've been waiting to do this for some time.
Me too.
I don't know why, because it's so heavy.
It really is. When I was going through this, I was like, oh my God, this is like, they were just, we'll get into it.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
just, it was a lot to unpack.
It was a lot to unpack. It was brutal.
Yeah.
And then maybe we should do a disclaimer. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot
Trigger
of
warning.
Yeah, trigger warning, and then it's definitely not appropriate for children. Not that I think any of our episodes are just appropriate for children.
Yeah.
But it does go into detail on like sexual. I say into detail. It does mention some sexual acts.
Oh yeah, and then the actual attack too is triggering. So,
and there is a Lifetime movie. Is it A Girl Like Me? The Gwen Araujo story.
Yeah,
Araujo. What I say? Araujo. This might be an episode, because I'm an empath. It might be an episode where I cry. I don't know. Like I might get emotional. Just another warning.
I mean,
disclaimer.
I figured. Yeah, I thought you were doing that for me.
I'm doing it for you, and then America, if America cares, or who at France, wherever you're listening.
France.
Gwen Araujo was born on February 24th, 1985 in Brawley, California. Her parents, Edward Araujo and Sylvia Guerrero, divorced when she was just 10 months old. In 1999, at the age of 14, she came out as transgender and started using the name Gwen after her favorite musician, Gwen Stefani. I never knew. I feel like I didn't. Can I say that?
What?
I said I never knew
Oh, Tony Baker.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know this, and I've read about the case. Well, I take that back. Maybe I've never sat down and actually read about the case. I've just, as a kid, I've watched that movie several times. I don't
Oh
know
yeah.
why. I was just like
I
obsessed
don't know if they mentioned it in the
in the
movie. Did
movie.
they? Yeah.
I don't know, because this is a new fact to me. I didn't know that's where she had gotten her name from.
Yep.
So did she get Amber Rose from when did
No.
Amber when did Amber Rose?
I already knew you. No. So Amber Rose came from if she so before they knew her gender, I guess this was before gender reveals. So you know how they do if it's a girl, we're gonna name her this, if it's a boy. So Amber Rose would have been her name if she would have been born biologically a girl.
Okay, if she would have been, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're
So when they changed her name, they put Amber Rose in there as a middle name. She started to grow her hair long and was planning to undergo hormone treatment and surgery. Gwen was constantly bullied because of her feminine voice and the way she dressed. She would wear dresses, carry a purse, and wear makeup. After years of bullying and harassment, Gwen dropped out of high school.
Yeah, how bad does it have to be that you have to drop out of high school? That's
And I'm
sad.
pretty sure it, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was bad because this was back in the day. Not even that long ago, though, technically,
Yeah, I
really.
know, right? I know, right? That's
Yeah.
like, who was I talking to? We were just talking about how like because they were watching Golden Girls. They were talking about, just some of the stuff that came up about sexuality or even race, and it's kind of like
Hmm.
whoa. And I was like, yeah, when you go back and watch like sitcoms from the 90s or 80s, they say some things, and you're just like, you could not say that now.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Yep.
In late August or early September 2002, Gwen met Michael Magidson, Jose Merrill, Jaron Neighbors, and Jason Cazares. The night they all met, they talked and smoked weed together. When she left, Jaron asked them, could this be a dude? None of the men took the question seriously. Later on, Gwen engaged in oral sex with Michael and anal sex with Jose.
And then I was a little confused because it said when she left, but I'm thinking maybe she just left the room and then came back. Because I was like, what? Yeah, that kind
Oh,
of, if anybody would be confused about that, I think she just probably left the room and
right.
then came back.
Because they were all kind of hanging out, drinking,
Yeah.
smoking weed.
Yeah.
My thing, never mind. Let's continue. I I can save it.
Okay. You sure? I wonder if we thinking the same.
What you thinking? What you thinking about?
Cause I, and then cause I've been thinking about this the whole time, but then what was that?
Was it me?
Probably.
I'm
Did you
I'm
got
messing
something in
with.
your hand?
Yeah, I'm messing with a
Oh, I just
bottle.
saw it out the corner of
Sorry.
my eye.
Oh, sorry. That's funny.
I was like, oh, because I feel like if I say it, it's not gonna come out right. So I don't even want to say it. Because I've been thinking about it the whole time.
I was going okay, so one of the things I was going to say that was I was probably going to say later was that I felt like they knew what
Yeah.
she was.
Yeah.
I also, well, I don't know. I was going to say I also feel like if you have a preference on what you are attracted to sexually, or you know your sexual identity and you're thinking, could this be a dude? Why would you engage in sexual acts with them if
Yeah.
that's not something that you were interested in?
And that's exactly what I was thinking the whole
Okay.
time. I was like,
Okay.
because they literally, up until the time they met, until the time they, did what they did, they were questioning it the whole time.
Mhm.
So I feel like they knew.
Yeah, and it's almost just like, okay, they should have just left it alone. Like it's
Hmm.
not your business, what she identifies as or whatever, that's not your business. You don't have a technically a right to know anybody's medical history. So move on. If you don't want to take part in that, then just move along. You can save yourself
Yeah.
whatever's about to happen. And that's not to by any means to condone what happened, but it's almost just like,
Yeah, because they
I
used
don't know.
I didn't put it in there, but it was called like the gay panic defense.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. Feel like they knew.
I think so too.
Nicole Brown, who was dating Jose's older brother, Paul Merrill, was acquainted with Gwen. Nicole claimed that she and Gwen got into a physical altercation when she challenged Gwen to strip for the men. And I feel like she knew, because why would you tell her to do that?
I feel like that. I feel like that too. The only thing that I could think of is if it's one of those things like it's like you're thinking that she could be trans, but you don't really believe, like, especially if back then you had never met someone who was trans.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like, well, we didn't really want to believe it. It was just this running joke. I don't.
Gwen surprised her with a strong blow during the fight, and Nicole thought that she, quote, fought like a guy. The four men debated whether or not Gwen was a woman, and they said that something bad could happen to her if she wasn't. Again, they've been debating this whole time. I just, I don't know.
It almost makes you feel like, which just might come up for final thought. I know it's going to come up again later, but it almost makes you feel like what happened from this point on was premeditated. Like, even
Mm,
I think even in that Lifetime movie that they kind of try to steer you that way, like, kind of, because
yeah,
in the movie it's more like she has that love interest. I guess that's supposed to be,
yeah.
is it supposed to be Michael? It's supposed to be her love interest,
It was
technically.
either Michael or Jose,
Okay.
because those are the two that she slept with.
Okay. In that Nicole was jealous of her, which I'm not trying to be funny. If you see what Nicole looked like and you
I
see
don't
what
even know what
Gwen
she
looked
looked
like,
like.
because Gwen was a baddie. She was
She
cute.
was.
And you can look her up, Nicole, because they have a picture of her for sure, I think, on the stand, giving like a
Mm.
witness testimony. And
Cause yeah, Nicole Brown Simpson kept coming up.
um
Uh, yeah, but
wait,
I'll
who is
look it.
that? Let me make sure. Was
OJ.
she on trial for something?
No, that's the
Oh
one
yeah,
that
okay, yeah, that's the
OJ
one that died.
so allegedly, yeah, which he probably
Apparently,
did.
allegedly, apparently, literally, allegedly.
Literally.
But yeah, and then yeah, they try to make it seem like she was jealous of her, which I could believe that, because she probably was thinking, you're not even a biological woman and you're getting
Yeah.
all this attention from them. And that it almost made it seem like, yeah, that they planned it, that they had planned to bring her there.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Cause I feel like honestly, I have not. I remember the movie. Like I remember a lot of that movie because I saw it so many times.
Hmm.
But then it's like I can't remember. It's like certain parts I don't really remember because I was gonna watch it. I didn't know we were gonna do this one this soon,
Sorry.
so I was gonna try to watch it before we did this one. But I'll watch it.
Yeah. And it's not a documentary.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's still a movie, so I don't know how accurate it
Yeah.
was. That's why I wanted to watch it again.
On the night of October 3rd, 2002, Gwen went to a party at a house rented by Paul and Jose. Gwen went to a party at a house rented by Paul and Jose Merrill. Attending this party was, of course, Paul and Jose, their younger brother Emmanuel, Michael, Jaron, Jason, and Nicole. The early morning hours of October 4th, Michael asked Gwen to reveal her sex or let him touch her genitals, and Gwen refused. Okay, I w- this is another reason why I feel like there was more to the story, that maybe she was romantically involved with one of them, because after the altercation that had happened with Nicole, I wonder what prompted her to go back to hanging out with them.
Oh, you talking about Gwen?
Mhm.
That's true.
And again, this is not blaming at all. This is just, I wonder, because after that happened, I think I would be afraid. I think I would be afraid to.
Yeah. So maybe it was Michael, cuz Paul, I mean not Paul, but Jose is Paul's brother, so maybe she was more involved with Michael. It's speculation. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I'm just
all
trying to figure out why would she still be hanging out with them. Maybe because she was with one of them though.
maybe. Not unless it was like, well, no, because she hung out with them all night. I was about to say, not unless it was a ruse to get her over there, but she hung out with them all night.
Oh. But yeah, I don't think she would have been scared of Nicole cuz she beat her up. So
She she did beat her up. But I
so I don't know about that part, but I mean,
Oh, no, no, no. Nicole made the comment when Gwen was not there. Got you.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recant. I recant my
Okay.
statement. I
Okay.
thought she had said it like in front of her, like,
Oh, no. No.
oh, but no, she told her to strip. That's what it
That's
was.
why I said I think she knew. Cause why would she ask her to do that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. But yeah, when you're young, I don't think you're thinking,
Yeah, cause she was 17.
yeah, that they
Yeah.
would do something like that or react like that, or yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nicole said that one of them should inspect Gwen, so Michael took her into the bathroom. After about 30 minutes, during which Jose confessed that he had sex with Gwen, Nicole went into the bathroom. When Nicole saw that Gwen had male genitalia during a forced inspection, she yelled out, "It's a fucking man."
Okay, yeah, in my mind, I skipped ahead because I thought she had already
What?
said. I thought that's why I was thinking
Oh,
that the
I
last
see.
time, like, oh
Yeah.
no, like I ain't coming back here.
Yeah.
She was jealous. She was jealous. She found out that Jose slept with her, and that she was just jealous,
Yeah. I think so.
especially because she had suspected that she was trans.
Yeah.
I
I,
think she felt more threatened by that.
and then I wonder how old she was because I know they were older than Gwen.
But still
I
in
wonder
like
how
their
old
early
Nicole.
20s though, right? Like
Yeah, they were
21.
like 20, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Gwen was, not Gwen. Oh my God. Nicole. She just seemed childish to me.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, why would you do that?
Why are you not thinking, "Oh, what is going to happen if I do this? Like
Yeah.
what could happen if I do this right now? Like I'm outnumbered. She can't protect her." So,
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure they all had been drinking, so that's
mhm.
gonna make it even worse.
That's crazy. So, of course, the men became enraged and violent. Jose started crying and said, I can't be gay. According to Nicole, she tried to comfort him by saying, It's not your fault. I went to high school with you and you were on the football team. Any woman that knows you after this, it's not going to matter. Just let her go. By this point, is she is she finally now trying to protect her in the sense, like, is she saying like let her go, like just let her leave?
Probably, if she is, I feel like she's just doing that to make herself look good because this was like part of her testimony.
That's what I was gonna ask you, because from this
And
point on it's just like what
yeah,
their
this
accounts
is
are.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then just because you're on the football team don't mean you can't be gay.
And I mean, I just don't understand. Maybe because it's 22, but if you gay, who cares? Like,
Exactly.
who cares? And even if
Be
you're
who you are.
look, even if you're not gay, just I would be like, well, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. Like, I mean, move. Like, I get it. I get the emotions behind it, and anything like that. You feel betrayed, what have you. But I mean, so I mean, just like what was that in you don't watch it though. Insecure.
Oh yeah, I don't.
When
Don't
okay,
come for me,
well,
people.
so it came up that one of the male characters had experimented with a guy in college, and the girl that asked him had experimented with a girl in college and was like, yeah, it just wasn't for me. He was like, I mean, yeah, it just wasn't for me. But then she had like a chip on her shoulder about it. But I was just like, I mean, he didn't like it. I don't know. I don't know. It's 2022, so maybe it's just me. But
Yeah.
he said he got drunk, he tried it, he didn't like it. It's just not worth someone's murder.
Yeah. And then I don't get, because I ain't gonna say his name. He don't listen to us anyway. I feel like he is extremely homophobic. I work with him. He's a coworker. And it's like nobody is mentioning anything about anything, and he'll just go on a rant out of the blue about gay people. And I'm like, why?
Yeah,
What
why?
have they ever done to you? That's just, I don't get it. That's why I'm like, okay, they are literally like living their best life, not worrying about nobody else, just like us, how we live in our
We
best
just be
black
living our
lives.
best black
And
lives. Not ask. We didn't
they'll
ask
be
to be this.
exactly. I told him, I was like, it doesn't even affect you, so why are you so worried about it?
At all.
I
Wait.
will never understand that.
Have you seen that TikTok? It was like, when anytime I think somebody is homophobic, and she was like, "Are you a homosexual? Are you a
No.
homosexual?
No.
Homosexual?" It was like that. I was like,
No.
that is what I think. Like, why do you hate yourself, sir? Do you wish you
Yeah.
felt
That's what I
comfortable
be
enough?
saying about Lil Boosie. You remember him and
I
Lil Nas X? That whole situation. I was like, Lil Nas X was literally like, he was not even thinking about that man.
nope.
Like, what?
Where they're trolling and putting their scroll through. You don't have to look at that. You don't have to be on his page.
You
You don't have to pay
don't.
attention to that at all. Don't watch his video if you don't want to see him stripping. Who cares? He don't want to see uncut.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. He might want to see some ass because everybody wants to see some ass and titties. I don't care who you are. Ain't nothing like a good pair of titties.
Oh my god, we done went all the way off.
I know.
I mean, we're still talking about the subject, but we done went on rants, so we
And this
gotta
episode is
bring it back
long. I
in.
know.
Yeah.
We need a mediator to be like, all right, y'all been talking about titties for 5 minutes now. You like butt? Who cares? If you like it, but
Man, I
uh,
some of the best people in the world are gay
and I mean, because they're just
and black.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're just people. All these damn labels and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay.
When Gwen tried to leave, she was forced back inside the house by Michael, Jaron, and Jason. Emmanuel, Paul and Jose's younger brother, would testify that he tried to help Gwen leave the house but was stopped by Michael and Jaron. Back inside the home, Michael grabbed at her skirt and underwear in an attempt to expose her.
You believe that Jose's younger brother tried to help Gwen?
Honestly, maybe he did. I don't, cuz he wasn't in that group, so I don't really know. Like, he wasn't mentioned a lot.
Okay.
So maybe he did. I don't know.
Okay. And he probably wouldn't have had as much as an emotional, I guess, stake in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael then punched her in the face, knocking her to the ground and put her in a chokehold. That's when the other men pulled him off of her. Gwen pleaded with them, saying, "No, please don't. I have a family." Jose became angry and hit Gwen in the head with a soup can. Then he hit her again with a frying pan. At some point after this, Nicole, Paul, and Emmanuel left the house. Why they leave her? That's
Exactly.
crazy. I,
Like, y'all saw this happening and y'all did nothing.
exactly. Even if I was not on her side at all, if I felt like, you know what I mean? Like, even if I felt
Yeah.
like, okay, that's my family, I gotta protect my family. I'm protecting my family from. doing something stupid, from murdering you. Like, at least if you get
Mhm.
assaulted, you can come back from that. And then she probably wouldn't have reported them anyway, because there are a lot of incidents where transgender people don't report their assault. So
Yeah.
I don't think I would have left them.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Jaron Neighbors and Jason Cazares left in Michael's truck to go get shovels and a pickaxe from Jason's house. When they returned, Gwen was conscious, bleeding from her head wound, and was sitting on the couch. Jose was worried about Gwen getting blood on the couch and ordered her to get off. This is when they started assaulting her again. Michael hit her head against the wall, rendering her unconscious. He then bound Gwen's wrists and ankles and wrapped her in a comforter before carrying her to the garage.
Why?
Yeah, I,
And then I'm assuming that they thought, do you think that they thought she was dead, like after the first assault, and that's why they went to go get the pickaxe and shovels? Or do you think they were planning on murdering her?
oh, I honestly, I think they planned it.
So they knew she was still alive, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's gonna come up later, but they had to have known she was still alive.
Okay. I just, when you think about, never mind.
What?
I'm just like, why? Like, and if anything, just goes back to the so what? You were being managed. You slept with someone. Like, like, for me, I would just be like, maybe we should make a pact. Let's not tell nobody. Like, let's just not tell anybody.
Oh,
Like, you didn't even
yeah.
have to tell the people within your group. It could have just been something between you and the other dude that had oral sex with her.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah,
I just don't understand how it came to this. I guess is I've just never been that mad yet to where I could kill.
yeah. I will never understand how people can. How can you just kill somebody unless it's self defense, which clearly this wasn't.
Right. This is a hate crime. That's what this was.
Yeah, exactly. And they didn't even. I think I left it out. So shall I wait till it comes to that part? Because
You talking about the sentencing?
they did. Yeah. Well, no, the charges. Because
Yeah.
like they went to trial twice, and like the second trial, they added the charge of hate crime, but then they took it out,
It should have
saying that it
stayed.
wasn't a hate crime.
It was a hate crime because in what other way would you react like that? Like, if she was a biological woman, what reason would you have to react like that towards her?
Exactly.
That's a hate crime.
That's why. Yeah, I never understood why they took that out because that is the very definition of a hate crime.
At this point, their testimonies began to differ. Jaron testified that Michael strangled Gwen with a rope and Jason hit her with a shovel. But Jaron was returning from the garage and didn't actually witness the strangulation. He said that he only saw Michael raising the rope to her neck as he was leaving the garage, and that Michael later told them he had strangled her. According to Jaron's testimony, Michael wasn't sure if Gwen was dead after the strangulation, but when Jason hit her twice with the shovel, he knew she was dead.
Michael testified that it was really Jaron who hit her with a shovel. Jason testified that he never hit Gwen and didn't see her die. Jose testified that he was cleaning the blood from the carpets and the couch as Michael was binding her ankles. He also said that Gwen was still alive until he saw her in the bed of Michael's truck. So Jose is saying he was too busy cleaning, basically, is what he was saying. So he
Man,
don't
all of them need to go to jail. If you was in the room, you need to go to
yes, yes.
prison.
Prison.
And
And go on and get Nicole and go on and get
I was just about to say
Paul.
they should have been accessories.
Yeah.
If I don't,
Yeah.
the only person, if they telling the truth, Emmanuel. Let Emmanuel.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But no.
Even he a little sketchy because he should have said something too. Like he could have did something.
See something, say something. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not about to let you do this. Like, I'm sorry. This is
Yeah,
not
because
about to happen.
Because I was thinking, well, maybe he was scared that they would turn on him, but you left the house. You could have left and went and told the police.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
I don't. But yeah, it's a lot of he said, she said. I don't care. I don't care who did what. Basically, I don't. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
they're all guilty.
They're all murderers.
Yep.
It's not clear when Gwen actually died, but the autopsy revealed that she died from strangulation and blunt force trauma to the head. The four men then drove 4 hours, burying her near the Sierra Nevada mountains in a shallow grave. Gwen was only 17 years old. On their way home, they got breakfast at a McDonald's drive-through window. Yep.
Yeah, no remorse, no nothing. They just like I don't understand.
I don't either.
These people are sick. When Gwen didn't return home, her mother called the police and reported her missing on October 5th. Unfortunately, police didn't take her case seriously because she was transgender and she was known to stay out overnight.
And they probably just didn't care because she was trans.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and then and they just tried to throw in the she stays out all the time just to sprinkle that in there, but they didn't care.
mm,
Yeah.
but you should care more because she is trans. You should care more because she is trans, and that's dangerous for her to be out like that.
Yeah, but this was at this point it was what 2002.
Yeah.
That's sad cuz that really wasn't that long
No,
ago.
it wasn't.
Yeah, cuz I was thinking about that when I was doing the doodler cuz I haven't listened to it yet, but how I was saying I don't even know if you put that in there cuz it did. I don't know how it came off when I said it. But I was like, "What are you going to take a chance with homophobia or racism?"
Oh, I left it in there.
And I'm like, it's still going on today.
It is still
Homophobia
going
and
on.
racism. And it's stupid, so stupid.
It's made up.
Yeah.
There's no plausible justification for it. Rumors started going around that a girl had been outed as transgender at a party and was killed and buried in Tahoe. When these rumors reached the family, Gwen's aunt told the police on October 9th, 2 days after Gwen was reported missing. Jaron confessed to a friend what they had done. That friend went to the police and agreed to wear a wire. So, thank goodness for that friend. That friend was one of the only ones
Yeah.
that had some damn sense.
Exactly. And then I wonder if he wasn't running his mouth, this probably would have been unsolved.
Oh yeah, that's
Jaren,
true.
yeah.
That's
So, cause
true.
I honestly, cause this was quick. This was on the 9th. It happened on the 4th. So for them not to be doing anything, like if he wouldn't have snitched on himself, there's no telling if they would have even solved it or not.
Right. She just
Or
would have
even
been
been looking
another.
for her. Yeah.
Yeah, she just would have been another missing persons case.
Yeah. So thank God for his stupidity. When Jaron was confronted with the recording, he led police to Gwen's body on October 15th. Michael, Jaron, Jose, and Paul were arrested. Paul was released after Nicole and Emmanuel told authorities that he had left the house with them. The other three men were charged with murder on October 17th. Jason Cazares was later arrested after Jaron wrote a letter to his then girlfriend detailing the murder, which implicated Jason.
On February 24th, 2003, Jaron Neighbors pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of voluntary manslaughter. Along with his plea, he promised to testify against the other three men. On August 25th, 2006, Jaron received an 11-year sentence with credit for time served.
So he only ended up doing about 6 years, I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to come up. Does it come
Oh,
up?
okay.
I think I thought you did a recap. Maybe not.
I did, but I don't know if I included.
The 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah. The first trial for Michael, Jose, and Jason began on April 14th, 2004. The prosecuting attorney used male pronouns and her birth name, Edward, to refer to Gwen, saying the defendants decided that the wages of Gwen's sin of deception were death. So I was going to say, I felt like he did that because this was the prosecutor. So I don't know why he referred to her. I feel like he did that on purpose to kind of like make a point, maybe, because he's the one that's prosecuting the guys. Because he said something else like he was just basically trying to say that just because she was transgender doesn't mean that she deserved to die or whatever. But I still don't understand why he used male pronouns.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Yeah. During his testimony, Jaron said he felt like his friends had been raped since Gwen did not come clean about who he really was. I feel like he forced them into homosexual sex, and my definition of rape was being forced into sex. And then I just put a little disclaimer to say that we're not misgendering Gwen. He is this is a direct quote from who is this? Jaron.
Yeah, by referring to her as male.
Yeah, so we're not it's a direct quote. Yeah. When he was asked how Gwen forced them, his answer was through deception.
Oh, I also okay. So I thought about were they trying to like with the prosecuting attorney just trying to put emphasis on the fact that even the prosecutor was being insensitive to her being trans a little bit, and maybe that's why he was using male pronouns.
That's what I was thinking because I was really trying to figure that out because I'm like, he's trying to put them away. So, like, why is he doing the same thing? I don't know. Because the prosecutor is the one well, really, everybody was misgendering her. So that's why I'm like, and that's why her mom, well, we'll get to that in
Right.
a little bit. Yeah, that's why her mom did what she did.
Also, I just don't understand. Never mind. I said it before. Nobody forced you into these acts. You put yourself into these acts. And if you were questioning that, you should have gone to her and said,
Just, yeah, just ask, just have that conversation.
"Yeah, just yeah, that's
Even
what I'm
if
trying to
she,
say."
didn't want to come clean about it, but at least you had the conversation. At least you tried to, you know what I mean? Instead of doing this.
I feel like again that they knew she was a trans woman. I feel like especially Michael because he had sex with her. He had anal sex with her
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not trying to be graphic or anything, but I'm just like in what way can you do that without
I know
coming
what
in
you're about to say.
contact with her genitals?
Okay, so Gwen would like if they would try to touch her, she would move their hand or whatever. And she would say if they wanted to have, vaginal, so I don't even know what I'm because I don't want to offend. If they wanted to do that, she would just say that she was on her period.
Oh, okay.
So like if he was trying to feel, she would just push his hand away.
I just honestly feel like they knew this. I just think that they knew.
Yeah, they had like if you're questioning it for that long, you know.
Yeah, and then when it came out, they were embarrassed.
Yeah. And then they tried to use the gay panic defense,
Yeah.
which a case like this recently happened where he actually got off. You saw that?
Uh-uh.
He was it was a college football player. He was catfished and when they went to meet up, they didn't I don't even think they slept together or anything, but when they went to meet up, he saw it was actually a guy and he killed him.
That
But
you shouldn't get off on that. That's ridiculous.
he got off. I'm pretty sure it's other details I'm missing, but
Oh. That's
but
not
still people were pretty upset though cuz like
upset because he was
why
catfish?
would you kill him?
Oh, upset because yeah.
Cuz he got off.
No matter what that person did, unless it is self-defense, you have no right to murder someone.
Yeah, I agree. This whole thing it's frustrating because I saw an interview with her mom and her aunt or whatever, and they were saying just because a lot of people were like, well, she was too young to be out there doing what she was doing, but they were like, she didn't deserve to die. Because
No,
her aunt was saying that um Gwen shouldn't have went to the party in the first place, but she was like, just because she went doesn't mean she deserved, to die,
yeah, yeah, I agree. That's why I
which
was
is
saying
true.
it is true. That's why I was saying I'm not victim blaming them. I don't think that I would have gone back to that party because of the altercation with Victoria, but
Who is Victoria?
I mean, sorry, Nicole. I don't even know
You
where
done made up
Victoria.
a whole name. Where
She
is
ain't, but she
Victoria?
ain't even important because she ain't even important, Nicole. Eyebrows McGee, because the eyebrows look like
Eyebrows
this.
McGee.
You seen them eyebrows
Yes. Yes.
up on her hairline. On June 22nd, following 9 days of deliberation, the first trial ended in a mistrial. The jury agreed that Gwen had been murdered, but they couldn't agree whether or not it was premeditated. The next day, a court granted Gwen's mother petition for a posthumous name change. This required the defense lawyers to refer to Gwen with female pronouns. So in the beginning, was
In the Beninging.
it was it her the prosecution or the defense? It was both of them.
It's both, yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, the prosecution, I don't understand. I feel like he was doing it to make a point, but then I don't understand why. Like what point? You know what I
Not
mean?
not unless it was to try to go for the hate crime type of thing. I don't know.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But trans is its own. You can still. So yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
because it could have just been a hate crime against a trans woman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The second trial began on May 31st, 2005. The three defendants testified in this trial, and they all blamed each other. Jaron testified for the prosecution and claimed that Michael admitted to strangling Gwen. During the closing arguments, Jason's lawyer, Tony Serra, stated the three men were ordinary human beings who were guilty at the most of manslaughter for their role in the death in a classic state of heat and passion. So basically, the gay panic defense, which is stupid to me.
Ordinary human beings. I don't think ordinary human beings can do that. And then if you are so panicked, you're so shook up, why are you going to get a McGriddle the next morning? Like, why are you going to
McGriddle.
McDonald's? Why are you going to McDonald's the next day? That
Yeah.
makes no sense. You were so shook up.
You're going to be even more shook up because that McGriddle going to mess up your. Never mind.
You
Never mind.
dumb. I'm cutting it out.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say because that's the last McGriddle you will ever have. I thought that's what you were about to say. I was like, some
That too.
McJustice is served.
Oh,
uh,
man. Okay.
ordinary human beings. All right. On September 8th, the jury announced it had reached a verdict on Michael and Jose. Judge Harry Shepard instructed that the verdicts be kept secret. On September 12th, after a week of deliberation, the jury announced its verdict. Jason Cazares was convicted of murder. Michael and Jose were both convicted on the charge of second degree murder. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Ish. No, you're not taking it.
No.
You
Cause
wanted it
I
to be first degree or something for everybody. What you want?
yeah. Cause I feel like they all should rot in prison.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it was probably premeditated.
Yeah. Michael and Jose were sentenced to 15 years to life in prison, while Jason was sentenced to 6 years in prison with credit for time served. Jose Merrill expressed regret to Gwen's family, but Michael was angry and showed no remorse. And then I feel like in this situation, why are they getting. I just don't understand the whole credit for time served thing. I get it, but I don't. I feel like in instances like this, there should be no credit for time served.
Right, because if anything, I would argue, no, we're keeping you off the street. We just keeping you off the streets.
Yeah.
We're make sure you don't flee the country or anything. We're just keeping you off the street.
Yeah.
Jason Cazares was released from prison in 2012. Jaron Neighbors was released sometime before 2016. Jose Merrill was granted parole in 2016 with the support of Sylvia Guerrero, Gwen's mother, although she later took back her support of Jose. Michael Magidson was denied parole in September 2019. So, did he get out? Did Jose
Who?
Jose?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, because when you're up for parole, like a lot of times all they want you to do really is admit to what you did and show remorse. And then if you have the family support of like whoever, like Sylvia supported him, that's even better. But I feel like I feel like she okay, cuz this frustrates me because she felt like he was remorseful, but then like after he got out, she kind of felt like he wasn't. So I feel like he basically played her.
Right. Like he was just
Yeah.
doing it just to get out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's messed up. But at least Michael is still in prison.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because that's the last I saw was 2019. So I'm guessing he's still in prison.
He probably still in prison. Can you look it up? What's his last
You
name again?
probably can. Magidson.
Oh yeah. Come on, Google.
Hopefully
Okay,
he
yeah.
is.
I think he is because the last thing I see was that his parole was denied in 2019 and he probably has not
Yeah,
filed again.
because I know he was up for parole before that, but he he said he didn't want to be paroled because he felt like he wanted to stay in prison to. But then, because there was something about substance abuse. How do you have substance? Wait,
It's
you in
prison.
prison, and
Shoo, you be
what are you
surprised what they be
hooked on?
smuggling up in there. Or yeah,
Oh,
or it could be like, what do you call it? When people sniff like cleaning supplies and stuff.
oh, I guess.
But yeah, I believe that he is still in prison.
Okay, good. Sylvia worked as a legal assistant at a San Jose law firm, but as of 2016 was homeless due to PTSD from the incident. She has been unable to return to work and shuffles her belongings from relatives' houses using a borrowed car from her friend. That is sad. But I came across because I don't know if she's still homeless now because that said 2016, but I did come across her GoFundMe, and I think somebody donated like 2 months ago.
What is it? Do you know?
Huh?
Is it just under her name or
Yeah,
okay?
but I'm guessing it's really her because nowadays people just be making GoFundMes for people
Oh,
just to get money. But it was never like shut down or anything. So it might be hers. And then I came across another GoFundMe that she started, but I don't know if it's her. Cause it was for like a little boy or something.
hopefully it is
I don't know.
her.
Hopefully, yeah, and hopefully because people are still donating to it. So
Okay, good.
yeah, hopefully she's not still homeless. Cause that's messed up.
That is sad. Final thoughts.
I think we pretty much said how we felt throughout the whole episode. Because it didn't even they did not have to do that.
No.
Why? And then the whole deception thing, like she was she wasn't even a woman. She was 17.
Yeah.
And she, still trying to I don't know. I was just
No,
frustrated
I
this
get what
whole
you're
time.
saying. Yeah, she's still trying to figure out who she is as a person. The trans community, they still get a lot of hate today. It's 2022 and
Yeah.
that was like what early 2000s, late 90s. What was this?
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, so I can't even imagine.
Yeah, this whole thing, it was frustrating. I just don't understand why you would do that and how could you do that?
I don't know. And in that manner cuz that was violent.
Because it yeah, and it lasted for so long. Like They attacked her, then they left and came back and attacked her again. To me, that makes it seem premeditated.
Their actions, the way that they did it.
Yeah.
That's why I said I think that the movie, and I don't know if they partnered with like her mom or whoever, because it really was like they lured her to that party because they had already planned that they were going to like confront her. And
Yeah.
then it's like if you confront her about something like that, then what do you think is going to happen? Like mob mentality,
Yep.
something bad is going to happen. But yeah, that was a Gwen Araujo story. That is all, folks.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast, Twitter at Pod Strange World, and on Facebook and TikTok at It's a Strange World After All. Also, turn on those notifications for our Instagram posts so that you can keep up with our hashtag Myth Mondays and hashtag Strange Saturdays posts. I was just gonna say we are gonna still do them, just not as much.
Yeah, just maybe not every week is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we would love to hear from you if there is anything in the world of strange, any true crime cases that you would like us to cover. Let us know. Have you ever heard a strange bump in the night? Have you ever seen shadow figures moving about? Have you ever stumbled upon something unexplainable? We want to know about it, and with your permission, share it with our listeners. You can email those submissions to it's a strange world after all at gmail.com, or DM us at any other social media platforms you mentioned. Even if it's just like a phenomena that you want to discuss, like what phenomena.
No,
I said
I
it
was
right.
reading along and I was like, wait,
Oh,
this
you
is
thought I
not
was
in
about to
here.
say? No, I was gonna say even if it's just like a like the Mandela effect, because I would like to do a Mandela effect short as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Or just something that you want to talk about. Yeah, let us know. Even if you just want to say hey there, we'll be here.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of
It's
It's
a
a
strange
Strange World
world
After
after
All.
all. And thank you from the bottom of my heart,
Yes.
from the bottom of our hearts, our big ass hearts, as always, for keeping it strange with us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.